Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the Mystical Intuitive, and today's reading is all about when you are going to meet your future spouse. So as always, we have three piles. For pile 1 we have the Tiger's Eye stone. For pile 2 we have the Lapis Lazuli stone, and for pile 3 we have the Hematite Quartz stone. So pick one of these three piles and then I will see you at your reading. Okay, pile 1, the Tiger's Eye, this is your reading. We're looking at when you will meet your future spouse. So let's see for pile 1. When are they going to meet their future spouse? When are they going to meet their future spouse? For the people that chose pile 1, show me. We have the Moon and the Four of Cups. The Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Seven of Cups, Eight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles, Chariot, and we have the Daughter of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. We have also the Six of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. I get for most of you, most likely somewhere like in your early 30s, I feel like I don't think you are going to be like super young, like 18 or 22. Could be for some of you that you meet your future spouse when you are like 27, 28, but I feel like for most of you it will be between the age of 30 and 35. I feel like in your 20s you're more focused on other stuff, on work, on study, on your studies. I'm also seeing like mental health issues. I feel like your 20s are more about discovering yourself and overcoming like obstacles. I'm also seeing that maybe you have a tendency to you know, be a homebody, and maybe you like to fantasize all day. Maybe you're an introvert. Maybe you don't really put yourself out there when it comes to dating, or maybe you have some sort of fears, because we do have the Eight of Swords here. So I feel like especially in your late 20s you are gonna wonder, or maybe this has already happened, you know, you're gonna like be a bit fearful, and you're gonna wonder, you know, I'm getting older, am I ever gonna find someone? And you're going to be a bit in despair almost. And then your 30s hit, and then I feel like you got your life in order here with the Nine of Pentacles. You make more money, your work situation is sorted out. Every problem I feel like you had in your 20s is that resolving. And I feel like then that's when your future spouse comes in. And I feel like it's around the time when you start moving. So you need to move somewhere else for your future, to meet your future spouse. There's something about moving, or it's maybe like working at a different job and then you have to travel to a different location or city, right? So there's something about you needing to get out of the place that you are in. But I see it happening, like it's coming. I feel like for most of you, you might be probably already in your late 20s. And I feel like for most of you, this person is coming, because we do have the Chariot. So this is probably a pile where you are probably not like in your early, like you're not 18 or 21. I feel like most of you are probably in your late 20s. Yeah, so I feel like they're coming. They're coming. They're definitely coming. And I see children as well here. Children, like 2 children maybe. A boy and a girl. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, because I feel like you are probably someone who maybe didn't date much, like especially in your teen years. Maybe you were a late bloomer as well. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like for most of you, they're coming. I'm getting like 1 to 2 years. And then this person is coming. Can you clarify the 9 of Pentacles in the Chariot, please? There's also something about something improving in your finances or your self-worth. Because the 9 of Pentacles is, you know, luxury. So it's your self-worth. So I feel like your income is going to increase, and that is going to maybe make you invest more self-care in yourself, and then you feel better, and then you put yourself out there or something like that. I feel like you're definitely going to go through a glow up here. We have the Lovers. Wow, what a beautiful connection that's coming to you. This is a very high level soulmate connection. You guys have a bond in the non-physical world, you know, that goes beyond this world. The Lovers, they're coming, you know. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so it has something. So sorry, this is the 7 of Pentacles, but because I said the 8 of Pentacles, I'm gonna go with that. Intuitively, I feel like you've waited a long time with the 7 of Pentacles, and with the 8 of Pentacles energy, I feel like it has something to do with your work. Like there's going to be some change in your work. Like maybe you're going to go work at a different company, or there's some sort of project, some new project that you're going to work on, and then you meet your future spouse. There's something, some change in your work. Yeah, I feel like for most of you, you've been waiting for a very long time. And yeah. Yeah, so I feel like for most of you, it's like you're like between 30 and 35. That's when you will meet your future spouse. And I see children, I see marriage, I see a soulmate connection here. So don't worry, you know, just focus on yourself. I know that sounds, you know, annoying, but yeah. What can you tell me more about when pile 1 is going to meet their future spouse? Show me, when will pile 1 meet their future spouse? Around what time is it happening? What's going on in their life? When will they meet their future spouse for pile 1? 10 of Swords. Ooh, you came out of a very difficult period in your life. Maybe you're still in that period right now, but it's when a very, very, very difficult period is coming to an end. High Priestess, the Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like things are starting to look better in your life. Interesting. I feel like with the High Priestess here, most of you kind of know already intuitively when you will meet your future spouse. I feel like most of you are very intuitive. Maybe you have a lot of water in your birth chart, you know, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in your moon, your ascendant or sun. Or maybe just a lot of planets in water signs. But the energy here is just, you've hit rock bottom. And then finally things are starting to look up, right? I feel like also it's in a time where you're very reclusive. Maybe you around the time that you meet, you've lost like friends, or you've kind of gone more into your own world, like you've withdrawn your energy from friends, family. Maybe you're on a spiritual journey and you're starting to nurture yourself. Maybe you have been neglecting yourself a lot. So it's when that shift happens that you bring in the energy of self-worth, because you're healing yourself, you're nurturing yourself, and when you are in that energy of self-worth, that's when your future spouse can come in, right? Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. The Emperor. Ooh, look at that. This is your future spouse, the Emperor energy. This is like husband energy. And if you are a masculine, this person might have also some masculine energy, or this is just your energy coming in, like you're ready to be, you know, the Emperor. Like the divine masculine, right? So yeah, a person is coming in that wants to commit to you, and it's like faded, like this is your future spouse, right? God of Pentacles. I definitely see like the feminine has like less dating experience. The feminine is like more innocent, more like, yeah, like almost like, not submissive is not the right word, but I do get that dynamic here between you and your future spouse, like where one is like more dominant, like take charge, and the other like follows more, and yeah, it's like a deer. A fawn, yeah. There's some differences, like some, like maybe an age difference, or maybe they just make more money than you. There's some sort of imbalance here. It's like, it's almost like they're gonna take care of you. Okay, let's get some more cards. When will pile 1 meet their future spouse? It's faded. Like this meeting was faded, I'm hearing. I'm hearing like it has been in the works for 7 years. Like the universe has been like aligning stuff for you to meet. Tell me, when are they going to meet their future spouse? Saturn. Okay, interesting. Saturn. Taurus. Okay. We have here the 6th house. We have here the 8th house. So maybe when Saturn is going into Taurus, I feel like Saturn is now in Pisces, right? And yeah, so maybe when Saturn is in Taurus for some of you, not all of you. Interesting. Yeah, we have the 6th house. So it's, you meet them like in your daily routine, right? 6th house is all about your daily routine, your health, your work environment, like your yeah, just the daily routine. So I'm guessing like your work, that's maybe where you'll meet, or maybe when you go to the gym. It's some place where you go frequently. This is not like, oh, you decide to go to a concert one day and that's where you meet them, or you decide to go to a club and that's when you meet them, unless it's like a club that you might go to a couple times a month, you know, or frequently. So it's somewhere you go to frequently. So most of you, that's like your work or your gym. 8th house. Yeah, yeah, you were fated to meet, right? There's karma between the both of you, and I'm not saying like negative karma. I'm also getting like for most of you, you're not gonna really notice or realize that this person is into you. They're gonna keep it a secret almost. There's some element here of taboo that you guys have to be secretive, and that could be the case if you work together, right? Like that doesn't mean that you're gonna date your boss, but maybe you are gonna work on some project and you're gonna work in a team together or with people that are outside of your company, right? And that's how, and that ends up being your future spouse, the person that you work with that's outside of the company. So maybe you first need to finish the project. There are feelings there, but you need to hide it. And then once the project is over, you stop working together. That's when you can, you know, start dating, something like that. Yeah, Saturn is, again, that's work energy. And Taurus. So I feel like there's also like you're gonna earn more money around the time that you're gonna meet your future spouse. Like your finances are finally starting to increase or look up, especially if you have had financial difficulties. But yeah, you're gonna feel abundant. Like you can, like you don't have to budget, you don't have to cut cost or be mindful of your spending. Like you have everything that you need, right? Every need is like fulfilled. Okay, not just like your basic necessities. Yeah. Okay, so for pile 1, when are they going to meet their future spouse? When are they going to meet their future spouse? Show me for pile 1. Trust. Ooh, like there needs to be trust from this pile that you are going to meet your future spouse. Soulmate, yeah, like a soulmate is coming in for you guys. It is safe for you to love. Yeah, you guys are, yeah, I was gonna say the pessimistic pile. And the universe just wants you to know to stay optimistic about your love life because they're coming. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile 1. I hope it resonated with you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want a private reading from me, you can always email me. My email is in the description box below. Have an amazing day. Bye. Okay, pile 2, the Lapis Lazuli stone. This is your reading. We're looking at who your future spouse is going to, when you will meet your future spouse. So tell me, for pile 2, the people that chose pile 2, that were drawn to pile 2. When will they meet their future spouse? Tell me. When? When are they going to meet their future spouse? Show me. For the people that chose pile 2. Okay, we have the Tower, the Queen of Wands, we have the Judgment card, we have the Fool, we have the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Death card and the Ace of Swords. We have the Empress and the Devil. 10 of Swords and the Hierophant. Ooh, I feel like for most of you, you had a relationship in your early, like in your teens or your early 20s. And this was a very passionate relationship, you know, your first love, I feel like, or your first intense love. Maybe you dated people before, but I feel like you've never really felt that way before during that time about another person. And I feel like there was a bad breakup, and maybe you had an on and off thing where you went back together, you know, in your early 20s, maybe even like between the ages of 18 and 25, but then you decided to walk away. And I see that you're gonna meet someone between the ages of 25 and 30. And you're going to be in a relationship here. That's when I think for most of you, you guys will meet your future spouse. For some of you, if you are like older than that age, there is an opportunity here to meet someone new again after 35, I see. So maybe you're going to meet someone at 35, and then for some of you, even when you're 40. But this is a pile where you're going to have multiple chances at settling down with someone, to be honest. Yeah, this card flew out. I didn't see it yet. 10 of Cups. So I definitely see like you having a family and being a mother as well here, or a father. With the Empress, there's pregnancy here. For some of you, you might already have a child with someone from the past. You may be like in your 30s, late 20s, and you're divorced maybe, or you've broken up with someone you've had a child with. But I see a new opportunity for marriage here for you. Now, if you are like younger, I see someone coming in like in your late 20s, right? Between 25 to 30. But if you've already passed that, I see like maybe for some of you, you were already married, and I see a second marriage here as well. Yeah. And if you are in a relationship right now that's very tumultuous, you're stuck on someone, the energy that I'm getting from the card is to let that person go if they're not good for you, because a new person will come in. So don't be afraid to be in the full energy, you know, to have a new beginning with someone else. See, maybe for some of you, like I said, you already were married, and there were just some differences, some clashes in beliefs or something like that. That's why it didn't work. Yeah. But I feel like for most of you who are like still like young, like in their early 20s, you're going to meet someone after 25 and between 30. And for people older than that, I see between 35 and 40, like a new chance at love and marriage, right? So tell me, for the people who chose pile 2, when are they going to meet their future spouse? For the people that chose pile 2. Five of Wands. Ooh, there are a lot of people that like you and want you. I feel like I said, you have like multiple people, multiple suitors. I feel like there's a lot of free will in who you end up with. Yes, there are people like that you are fated to like meet, but you have a lot of options. With the Page of Wands, 8 of Cups. Yeah, it's like I feel like you've walked away from someone, or you'll meet your future spouse after you walk away from someone who was flighty, who was not reliable, maybe was only after one thing. They were using you in some way, or they were not treating you well. They were not treating you how you deserve to be treated. So I feel like, yeah, it's like maybe after a bad breakup for some of you, after you've released someone from the past. 6 of Wands, like you have a lot of admirers, pile 2, like a lot of people want you. But I feel like with some of you, you might have this energy of, you know, I'm just gonna do me. Maybe you're still dealing with a bit of heartbreak, healing. Tell me, for pile 2, when are they going to meet their future spouse? The Lovers. When are they going to meet their future spouse? Seven of Swords. Oh, for some of you, you might have been in third-party situations or people that lied to you. Six of Cups. Yeah, you're still holding on to the past. It's very important for you to let go of the past, of a past person. If you are someone who's never been in a relationship before, this is not your pile. This is a pile where you had like very significant relationship in the beginning of your love life. And that energy needs to be let go of. And then your future spouse will come in. Yeah. For some of you, again, you will have children. You will have children. And it's like you are fated to have those children. Okay. So tell me more. What are the circumstances around the time that pile 2 is going to meet their future spouse? Tell me, what are the circumstances around the time pile 2 is going to meet their future spouse? Sun, okay. 4 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, the Star. For some of you, you might meet online or a dating app. For some of you, you might meet during like travels. Yeah. So maybe you just decide to start dating again. Or maybe they're starting to post more pictures online or something like that, and that catches someone's eyes and they approach you and they end up being your future spouse. Yeah, but for a lot of you, you're probably going to meet them online. 2 of Cups, soulmate energy. Why is the Sun here? I feel like when you're going to meet your future spouse, you're happy, like really happy. Like you're good on your own. You're not really looking for anything. You're not like desperate or sad about being single. You're genuinely happy. You might even prefer to be single. And it's like you're taking your energy back. It's like maybe people took advantage of you and you're taking your energy back. And you're starting to plan your life in accordance to how you want it. You're focusing on your future plans, your goals. You're happy. And I do see for some of you are like praying, but you're happy on your own, but you're still praying for someone to come in. Or you're visualizing or you're trying to manifest your future spouse. And your wish will come true. And if you're not doing that, I would advise you to do that. We have the Death card. 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's an energy here and the Justice card. There's an energy here where you attract a lot of people, probably because you're very, very attractive. You know, I feel like a lot of you are attractive in this pile. And sometimes beauty can attract people that are after one thing, you know, they are lustful. And so it's very important for you to have boundaries and to cut off people who do not see your worth, right? And assess people with your logic, not only with your feelings. Yeah, but keep manifesting, keep praying, keep focusing on yourself, purge any connection or trauma from past relationships, and your future spouse will come in. Tell me more for pile 2. When are they going to meet their future spouse? When are they going to meet their future spouse? I'm hearing like your future spouse is going to ask you to be their girlfriend. So they're like very traditional, right? Because not a lot of people do that, you know, they just fall into a relationship almost without having a conversation. But I feel like your future spouse is going to ask you to be their girlfriend or their boyfriend even. But it feels more like the masculine is asking the feminine. Okay. Tell me. Libra again. Libra. Maybe during Libra season for some of you. We have Saturn. Okay. Maybe when Saturn is aspecting a planet that you have in Libra, because I feel like Saturn right now is in Pisces, and then it's going to go in Aries, and then it will be in opposition to the sign of Libra. So especially if you have some sort of sign or 7th house in Libra, maybe that's when you'll meet your future spouse. We have the 6th house and the Capricorn house. Interesting. Yeah, for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, you've already been married, I feel like. And you will have like a second marriage. Yeah, and even if you've never been married, it could be for some of you in this pile that your long-term partner, like your life partner, might actually not be like your first spouse, but your second spouse. But please don't panic. Only take what resonates. This is a general reading, so please don't worry about it. But yeah, if you intuitively like feel maybe that's for you, that energy or that message, then take it. But otherwise, just leave it. For some of you, it might be around a time where you're dealing with some health issues, or health issues are starting to improve. Maybe you have some sort of chronic condition, or it's around the diagnosis of that, or like some sort of improvement or surgery. Something about health here. Maybe it's around a time where you lose like weight or something like that, or you start to eat healthier, you're going to the gym. What else? When will pile 2 meet their future spouse? Fire. Yang. I feel like your future spouse is going to approach you, like they are going to pursue you. They're going to make it known to you. So if you meet online, I feel like they will make the first move, you know, slide into your DMs. Don't feel like you need to do much. Your future spouse will most likely approach you. Just focus on yourself, be happy and pray and manifest whatever you want to do. Yeah. It's like, I feel like your energy, like your vibrancy, your lust for life is really going to attract your future spouse to you. For some of you, you guys are like extroverts, or you just give off this very happy demeanor. Not everyone, of course. For some of you, I do get that energy. Okay, so for pile 2. When are they going to meet their future spouse? The card Healing Family Issues caught my eye. So maybe it's around a time where maybe you're cutting people off, or maybe you are healing relationships with people in your family. Or maybe, yeah, a family member is going through a very hard time. Maybe you're grieving someone, like maybe you lost someone, something like that. Okay, show me for pile 2. When will they meet their future spouse? You might start out as friends. Yeah, we have soulmate. Or it's like, I definitely feel like they're going to make it known right away that they like you, but you might be hesitant in the beginning because you're like, maybe, you know, I'm good on my own. I love being by myself. I'm happy. And so maybe you need some time to warm up, or maybe it's because you have children. So you are you know, a bit hesitant to let people in your life, you know, because it also affects your children. For some of you, you might meet someone who already has children. It is safe for you to love. heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of text messages, a lot of online back and forth, right? Or on your phone, whatever you guys use. There's a lot of conversations before you even, you know, go out on a date. So it's like you need some time to warm up to this person. And this person is persistent. Yeah, and you know now that you deserve love. That's really beautiful. Okay, that's all I have for you, pile 2. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want a private reading, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. Have an amazing day. Bye. Okay, pile 3, the Hematite Quartz stone. This is your reading. We're looking at when you will meet your future spouse. So for pile 3, when will they meet their future spouse? For pile 3, maybe your future spouse is the King of Pentacles. You know, they're an earth sign. So they're comfortably, financially, they're ambitious, very career orientated, very pragmatic as well. Very down to earth. They have their life in order. Okay. And the Star. So for some of you, you might meet online. Or this is like your dream person. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you've been waiting for a long time. Okay. When is pile 3 going to meet their future spouse? Show me. We have the 10 of Wands. We have the Chariot card. We have the 5 of Swords, the 4 of Wands. Oh, sorry, 4 of Pentacles. We have the Empress and the 4 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. Wants to peek out. Okay, what else for pile 3? When will they meet their future spouse? The Moon, Queen of Swords. Seven of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Last 2 hearts. And we have the Temperance card and the 3 of Cups. Okay. You know, I almost wonder for you guys whether you are maybe in a phase right now or have been in the past few years, or a phase that's coming in the future where you're like, you know, I dreamt about having a spouse, having children, having that family life, but it's like you are now wondering, is that really something I want? It's like you're losing interest in it over time. You're a bit jaded, definitely, when it comes to love. I feel like in past relationships, you always felt like you had to do all the work, you had to show the interest, you had to keep the relationship alive. It's like you did more in the relationships, right? You maybe cooked more, or you maybe paid more. There's some imbalance here in your past relationships. If you've never been in a relationship, I feel like you felt like maybe people weren't pursuing you, that you put yourself out there, maybe you should maybe you pursued people, but the energy just wasn't reciprocated, right? That's definitely a theme in your past relationships or love life. And it's like, yeah, people took advantage of you. There may be some toxic people that you trusted and took advantage of you, and then it's like you became guarded and you took your energy back, and now you, especially like in your mid-20s, like when you're 25, 26, there was maybe this moment where you were really, or if you're not that age yet, that energy will come. But there's this energy of you maybe trying to think like, do I really want to get married? Maybe marriage isn't all that what it's cracked up to be, right? Yeah, I see like you're like blocking yourself off from love. I do eventually see that you will get into a balanced, harmonious relationship and partnership here with the balance card, and one that's full of joy. For some of you, you might choose to not get married, especially for people who might have been through a divorce. It's like you might choose to never get married. For some of you, you might choose to be in a partnership, but it's not a legal partnership. You're just gonna live together, and it's the same as like a marriage, but without the license, right? There is an energy of partnership coming in. Now, don't freak out. I'm not saying that's for everyone. If you want to get married, you know, it's definitely on the table for you. But the energy I'm getting from the card is that you might be going through a phase, or have been, where you're thinking, do I really want marriage? Some of you might be, you know, have some trust issues. Some of you might be, avoidance. Or there's some avoidance in love. But I feel like for most of you, the timeline that I'm seeing, and it sounds so cliche, you're not going to be interested in love. I have enough of love. You've blocked yourself off from it. And I feel like that's around that time, that's when you'll meet your future spouse. For some of you, that's going to be between, you know, in your late 20s, like 25, between 25 and 30. For some of you, I see that you might have been already divorced or have ended a very long-term relationship, like maybe a 9-year relationship or something like that. And I see a new partnership coming. You guys are going to start out as friends. And it's around, you know, your late 30s, early 40s. And if you're younger than that, I see someone coming in your late 20s. So everyone is like in a different age range. So just take what resonates. So I see, 2 scenarios here for you guys. It's like you've been hurt and you've pulled back your energy. Right? Look at this little deer. It looks so sad and it's so vulnerable and it's hiding. And it says here protection. It's like you're protecting yourself by cutting yourself off from relationships and dating. And that's perfectly fine, you know, a perfectly fine response to, you know, trauma or not treated well or being constantly ignored by people. But when you are in the 4 of Cups energy, when you don't want it, you know, this girl, she's bored. Like, she's not looking for love. That's when your future spouse comes in. And I feel like you might reject your future spouse or be a bit cold or distant because you are the Queen of Swords. It's because of fears that are deeply buried in your subconscious, right? Some of you have a tendency maybe to self-sabotage. But again, I do see a life partnership here that's built on friendship and joy. Yeah. Okay, let's get some more cards for you. And for the people who are like older than, like, because I said for some people you're going to meet your future spouse in late 30s, early 40s if you're older. It can also go beyond, like, your 40s. It can be at 48, at 50, 53. That's only for people who are already like around that age range, right? Okay. And if you are like in your early 30s, I feel like most of you maybe have come out of a relationship, maybe even divorced, and I see you focusing on yourself, healing yourself for a couple of years, and then in your late 30s you're going to meet someone. Okay, what else for pile 3? What are like the circumstances that pile 3 will meet their future spouse in? When will they meet them? Show me. Empress, the Strength card. Future spouse is going to be very attracted to you. They're going to find you like the physical, their physical ideal. Like you're going to be the most beautiful person in their eyes. We have the Fool, we have the Page of Wands. I feel like if you are interested in like a masculine, they have like this very rough exterior, you know. They're like this stereotype of like a lumberjack, you know, maybe even a beard, you know. They're very tall. I feel like they're going to be very tall, very masculine, very broad as well. Also masculine in their demeanor and personality. Yeah. You're going to be, or if you are feminine, you are going to be more like the Empress, you know, nurturing, feminine. And I feel like they're going to be like your rock. For some of you, you're going to meet your future spouse after you've had a baby. For some of you, so you do have the Empress here. Or your future spouse will be the next person that you will have a baby with if you have no children. Yeah. It might be that you first get pregnant and then you get married or something like that. Not for everybody. What else? When will pile 3 meet their future spouse? Protection. Yeah, you're blocking yourself off, and that's okay. Sometimes you need to do that. We have the Devil. We have the 6 of Cups. Yeah, you're afraid. Ace of Cups. Because of past love. I feel like for some of you, you might fear that you're never going to feel the way you did in the past for someone else. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the next person is going to be better. Or your future spouse. Okay, let's go look at some other cards. So for pile 3, when are they going to meet their future spouse? When? I'm hearing blonde, so maybe you have blonde hair or your future spouse has a blonde hair or light hair, maybe light brown. Like they're gonna have light hair for whatever ethnicity they are. Or maybe it's you, I don't know. Blonde is coming through. Maybe you just dyed your hair blonde or you're thinking of it. This is like a confirmation that this is your pile. We have Uranus. We have opposition, interesting. We have water and Mars. Interesting. There's a lot of chaotic energy. It's like you have Uranus, opposition, and water. So it's like a sudden, this person is just going to come in suddenly. Out of the blue, you weren't expecting it. You didn't even want it, to be honest, because you're not interested in love. It's sudden. I feel like this relationship is going to progress very fast. Like one moment you're like, I don't want a relationship, and then the next moment you meet them and then you move in and you say, I love you. It's going to go very fast. There's a very strong emotional connection between the both of you. There's also some sort of obstacles, maybe like distance or difference in background, could be anything. But I feel like your future spouse is going to obliterate those obstacles, and I feel like that is going to make you fall in love with them. That's going to make you want to decide to marry them. You know, finally someone is like fighting for you. Someone is like giving as much as you do. So your future spouse is really going to prove through his actions or her actions that they want you. And that's what's going to make you trust them. So they show their love, right? Rather than with their words. Again, with Uranus here, for some of you, you meet on the internet or online. They might slip into your DMs, or it's a dating app. But I think for most of you, probably you're not going to be on a dating app if you don't want love. I mean, sometimes some people, when they're done with love, they maybe sometimes go back and forth. Like one day they want it, the next day they don't. So maybe when you are a bit more optimistic about love, you make a dating account and then you're like the next day, oh my god, why did I do it? But then you match with someone that you like and you give it a chance, and that ends up being your future spouse. Yeah. Okay, what else? When are they going to meet their future spouse? I'm hearing it's around some sort of anniversary. Could be like literally your birthday. Could even be during like the new year, holidays even, or some sort of event that happened in your life. Maybe the anniversary around the time you've lost someone. Could be anything. You have Neptune, or maybe the anniversary of a divorce or a breakup. I don't know. Neptune, 8th house, Virgo, and Taurus. Yeah, I feel like for most of you, Spirit doesn't want you to know a lot of details about your future spouse. Like they want to keep it a secret almost. Like you're not supposed to know. Yeah. Okay. Tell me for pile 3. When are they going to meet their future spouse? Oh, I see them buying you like flowers on the first date. You have give your relationship a chance. Yeah, they're going to really try to persuade you to give them a chance. They're going to prove themselves. We have here heart-to-heart conversations. So there are probably, if you meet online, a lot of conversations first online, a lot of text messages before you maybe go on a first date. We have your codependency. Maybe you've dealt with that in the past. And I feel like the dynamic between you both is like you are going to be very fast consumed with each other. Like it's going to go fast. Like, yeah, we have a wedding here. Some of you might have already been married. Or maybe your future spouse has been married before. Yeah. Okay. That's all I have for you, pile 3. I hope it resonated with you. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the reading. And if you want a private reading with me, you can always email me. My email's in the description box below. Have an amazing day. Bye.